Hi, my name is Genesis Coste, and for my business communication individual midterm assignment, the topic I chose was unpaid internships. So many ask, should colleges encourage students to take unpaid internships while in school during the summer? Many students take internships during school because it is a requirement as part of their major or the curriculum they chose, as well as preference. Yet there is many pros and cons of unpaid internships, so we will be discussing the pros and cons of both sides. First, we will be discussing why students should not be taking unpaid internships. Many people feel that unpaid internships does not give you a job right after the internships, which is true. Many unpaid internships give you the hope that they might keep you, but then when the training is done, let's say in 6 months, many students are declined that offer or not even given the option to staying with the company yet because they don't have the experience that they need, or they just use them to do the free labor instead of hiring for someone else to do it. Also, a financial hurdle for students to do unpaid internships because how would they travel? How would they get lunch? Many unpaid internships don't provide lunch for students and stuff like that, and unpaid internships benefit more the wealthier students than the students that have financial um, problems that they're dealing with currently, because they now have to spend extra money out of pocket for food, lunch, travel expenses, and some are also coming out of pocket for college as well, so it'll be very difficult, as well as long hours and no pay. Many students that I've known, and including myself, have worked internships where we work 8, 9 hours and sometimes a straight, and then to deal with college and personal life could be overwhelming. Also, based on research, it is known that you receive lower earnings because you don't have only experience on one particular job and not all. Also, a lot of internships overwork the interns. They make them do more than the required, or they, for let's say being lazy and stuff, they hold off work for the intern to do. Oh, let the intern do it. For example, the little picture that I shared now, it says, so you have heard anything about when the summer interns are coming, and it's saying I haven't earned anything, and to make long story short, the guy is saying that because he was put through such a hard time during internship, now he's now going to make his interns for his job do all the work as well. So it's kind of unfair for the intern. But as well as there's many cons, there's also a lot of pros that overweigh the cons of why unpaid internships, are good for students that are still in college. It benefits the intern. What I mean by it benefits the intern, it's good for resume building. You interact with different type of people. You develop strong people skills. You get a knowledge of the workplace. You understand more of what are the rules and regulations expected in a business, as well as the guidelines you have to follow. You learn how to deal with conflict at the job, so you are prepared in the future for conflicts that will present in the future job that you may have, as well as when you do go on interviews, they do ask you certain conflict questions and how would you resolve them. And if you have that experience already, it could be a good way of thinking about what did you do back then to resolve that conflict and tell them during your interview. Also, you learn networking and you establish strong connections that can lead to job opportunities in the future. Whatever internship you may have, whether it's like administrative assistant and you meet the boss or the CEO, or you go into, they're having an event and you meet other bosses and you communicate with them, and they might say, hey, when you graduate out of college, we can hold a position for you. It also allows students to pursue interest and open experience to others. What I mean by that is, let's say you thought administrative assistant was your dream job, but now that you're doing the physical internship and you might not be doing the administrative assistant job, but you're learning as you see the other and maybe staff, or if they have you like filing paperwork, oh, this is not something I want to do, maybe you can choose another route of career while you're doing your internship. Also, the Fair Labor Standards Act protects the interns from being exploited. So now having a law protecting the interns can make the interns feel safe of working at the job that they are. But my personal opinion and also on research, internships are good for college students, so that the employers that you are trying to apply for can see that you have somewhat experience and you're not going only with a college degree. You also have a little bit of background of what you're getting yourself into. So to end this off, are unpaid internships worth it? In my opinion, I say yes. Go for it. It is useful and it will benefit you in the long run.